It's shaping up to be the second Super Saturday in a row in Melbourne as the city emerges from lockdown, but insights reveal Victorian buyers, this is real estate we're talking about here, and sellers didn't let the pandemic get in the way of climbing the property ladder. Eleanor Creagh, senior economist at REA Group, joins me now. A very good morning. And Melbourne's emerging out of its lockdown. Lots of smiling going on. What does it mean for auctions across the city?
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're certainly seeing that seller confidence is on the up as restrictions have eased. Really, the catalyst was that a return of private inspections back in September. But with the return of on-site auctions this weekend, we're seeing that it's the second Super Saturday in a row in Melbourne. There's more than 1,000 auctions scheduled. That's what we call a Super Saturday. And I think we're heading into 1,080 in Melbourne this weekend. And really, it's just another indicator that seller confidence is returning as we continue to see, lockdowns eased. And really, I think it's also about this roadmap away from lockdowns. We're reaching vaccination thresholds nationwide where, according to the national plan, large-scale lockdowns as a strategy for managing COVID are soon to be ditched entirely. And sellers are certainly taking advantage of these easing restrictions and the fact that we know that buyer demand has remained elevated even throughout lockdown.
And they've got going early, haven't they, people in Melbourne, both buyers and sellers, not prepared to wait for lockdowns to lift. It's been happening for a little while now.
Yes, certainly. I mean, we saw that in September, it was the return of private inspections in Melbourne that was the catalyst. And we saw new listings climbing 75% in Melbourne in September. We've also seen that weekly sales volumes have increased 80% since September. So it's a clear indicator that not only do we have that seller confidence, so we're seeing increased activity in terms of sellers bringing their properties to market, and the fact that there has been, I guess, a lot of pent-up supply whilst people have been in lockdown and whilst people haven't been able to even view properties for a large amount of the period. But we know that, that buyer demand has remained elevated, and with this easing of restrictions, we are now seeing that translating into sales.
Yeah, big numbers right across the country. And I suppose it doesn't come with any great surprise. New properties for sale on realestate.com.au jumped by 22.5% right across the country in September.
Yeah. I mean, we've really seen that it's really that story about seller confidence on the up. I guess new listings climbing nationwide 22.5%, as you say. In Sydney as well, 31.6%. Total listings in Melbourne actually remain well above the level that we've seen throughout 2020. So I think we're reaching that point where, there's light at the end of the tunnel for buyers. There's potentially going to be some good news on the horizon with all those would-be vendors who held off bringing their properties to market and some kind of, some more choice and some more opportunities for buyers to take advantage of, although we do know that in aggregate demand does continue to outstrip supply. So, it's certain to still be tough out there, and there's going to be some competition for sure.